Hello, you're watching InstaForex News. Today we'll talk about recovery pace within the Eurozone. Pre-Easter strengthening of the European currency against the dollar amid correction of the short positions broke up when the new dollar purchasing wave rose due to uncertainty of Greece's ability to repay the debt. The economic horizon out of the European zone continues getting better, and the investors are in a muddle regarding that what to wait in the coming future. The yield of the Greek state bonds increased sharply. Less than 2 weeks have passed until 2-year bonds yield gained more 2.5% and reached the level seen 12 years ago last time. According to the latest findings, the economic recovery in the Eurozone eased the pace in the fourth quarter. That means that the continental Europe is normalizing very slowly. In other sectors, the interest to risk remains rather high. At the beginning of the week, high purchasing activity was observed on the goods market. CRB index touched the 10-week maximum mostly due to the metal and energy markets, but further dollar upturn appeared to be a negative factor. The oil price moved above $87, breaking through the $6 range where it was staying during a few weeks. But after the weekly reserves report, the profit fixation has started and the contract returned to the support level at the January high, 83.95. At this step of revival process, higher prices can cause the second recession wave. The European consumers suffer from high energy costs because of euro lowering against the dollar, and the traders suppose that such tendency will maintain for some weeks. Major banks of the Wall Street focus that the price may reach three-digit number that will impact negatively the inflation and the bonds yield. We have been observing the dissociation of gold from dollar. Risky deals reduction amid the Greek crisis prompted the dollar and gold advancement. The gold managed to overcome the previous range and it showed better results for the last 3 months. The most part of 2009, except the first quarter, when due to inflation expectations the gold and dollar ticked up in price, the back coupling between these two assets maintained. But in January, the state debt problems pushed the both assets upwards. The whole preceding week, gold and dollar were advancing, and the gold achieved new records. Short-term potential and renewed capital flows will contribute to further price appreciation. The January maximum at 1162 comes as the nearest resistance and then follows the level 1180. The support levels will be at 1145 and 1133. The industrial metals such as copper, aluminium, nickel continue growing amid the stocks refilled by the companies, waiting for the global demand rebound and the production activity increasing. Primary metals index of the London Metal Exchange reached a 20-month high this week. But the main driving force is still the fund's investments in this sector with a good news arrival. If the market does not receive a confirmation in a real consumption, the prices will be corrected. Follow our next releases and goodbye.